I'm Rob with Northland's Professional Services team. Today I'd like to share with you a snippet from one of our recent PACSmen sessions. The Northland PACSmen sessions give you as an end user unrivaled access to a panel of subject matter experts to have your questions answered live.
Is there a way to create and schedule a daily report that tells me of any change in door status and who implemented that change?
The default reports will show status changes, who made status changes, but they're kind of cumbersome and you would have to use Excel or some other editor to strip it down to just those changes. So you would have essentially two options depending on your version of SQL. The first one is obviously a custom report that can be created that are limited to manual changes to devices, and those would be the only thing that would show up in the report with daily filters. So if they want it last day, last 3 days, it would just be filtered to what they want. And that would utilize OnGuard schedule, creating a scheduled action to have it run and email the report as part of the schedule action. If they have an enterprise level SQL install, they can also use SQL SRSS, which would allow them to essentially create the report in SQL and have it automated through their SQL service and actually send it out that way. In which case it would be query-based and they can do a little bit more customization, and it wouldn't actually rely on the PAC system at that time to handle the emailing. It would be done through Windows and SQL itself.
So through the application, there's a canned report on user transactions. Is that the one you're referring to?
Correct.
And is it possible to filter that built-in report just for status changes, or would that show all user transactions for that time period?
You would have to run an all-encompassing report for that time frame and then filter it through another mechanism because it's object-specific. So it would either be all modifications or only modifications for a certain device. So the filtering is limited and wouldn't meet the needs for this. You would have to export it and then use another piece of software like Excel to filter it.
Okay. And then there's an alternative. You mentioned SSRS, which I believe is SQL Server Reporting Services. I know that comes on default with a SQL Enterprise license. Other than that, I know that users will need to verify they have that feature. And you mentioned there that one could then write, somebody familiar with T-SQL could write a query that's much more targeted to that information. Is that correct?
That is correct.
Okay, so partially achievable through the canned reports that come with Lenel. If not, we'll require somebody with database knowledge to create the query and use Windows tools in order to send that out.
I hope that this snippet gives you an understanding of what to expect from the PACSmen sessions. We'd love it if you could join us on future sessions, and the best way to stay in contact with Northland Controls and ensure you receive all of our updates and upcoming events is to follow us on LinkedIn.